In the darkest corners of the Vatican, a long-kept mystery begins to emerge. Recently, explorers of ancient documents discovered a forgotten manuscript that could change everything we know about Jesus. This document, shrouded in secrecy and controversy, reveals that Jesus possessed powers even more extraordinary than those described in the pages of the Bible. Imagine never-before-mentioned miracles performed at crucial moments and interactions with angelic beings that have been erased from history. Why would the Church have suppressed this information? What else is hidden beneath layers of silence? As the world turns to this new revelation, disturbing questions arise. What do we really know about the life and powers of Jesus? And what would be the implications of such powerful knowledge? Get ready for a journey through hidden mysteries and forgotten truths. Each discovery can shake the foundations of deeply held beliefs and challenge the very essence of faith. Enter this immersive narrative and uncover the secrets that may be waiting, ready to be revealed to the world. What you're about to discover could change everything. The found manuscript raises many questions about its origin and authenticity. To begin with, it is essential to understand where it came from. Researchers use dating methods, such as carbon analysis, to determine the age of the document. These tests help establish whether the manuscript is truly ancient or whether it was produced in more recent times. Provenance is a crucial aspect, as a document without a clear history can raise suspicions about its veracity. In addition to dating methods, authenticity verification also involves physical and chemical examination of the material. Experts analyze the ink, type of paper, and even handwriting to find signs of forgery. If elements of the manuscript do not correspond to what one would expect from a document from that time, this may cast doubt on its authenticity. Therefore, every detail counts and can be decisive for the acceptance of the text. The historical context in which the manuscript was found is also relevant. Archaeological discoveries can provide clues about the culture and religious practices of the time. This helps you better understand how and why the document was written. The cultural and social environment can influence the content and purpose of the manuscript, making the analysis even richer. Discussions about the origin of the document often intertwine with theories about its intent. Some people believe it was created to preserve teachings that would be considered controversial. Others argue that it is an alternative version of Jesus' stories, which could offer a new perspective on his life and miracles. Thus, the analysis of origin is not just a technical issue, but also a reflection on what the document can teach us. The authenticity of the manuscript has profound implications. If authenticated, this could open a new chapter in understanding the figure of Jesus. The new information presented in the text may challenge the traditional narrative, leading to a re-examination of texts that have long been considered sacred. The search for the truth about the document is, therefore, a path that can lead to great revelations. The manuscript also brings to light a series of powers and miracles attributed to Jesus that are not found in the canonical Gospels. These new narratives may surprise many, as they offer an expanded view of what could be considered Jesus' divine capabilities. Among the miracles mentioned, there are reports that talk about extraordinary cures and even control over elements of nature. These descriptions expand the concept of miracle by presenting actions of Jesus that, until then, were little known. Contrasting with traditional accounts, these new miracles can provoke debate among scholars and believers. While the canonical Gospels offer a more contained and focused image of certain aspects of Jesus' life, the new document expands this horizon. This difference can lead readers to question what other stories could have been missed or ignored throughout history. This makes us reflect on what we really know about Jesus' actions. Furthermore, the description of these unrevealed powers also touches on more symbolic aspects. Miracles can be seen as metaphors for spiritual transformation and the power of faith. So, even though some may consider these stories to be fanciful, they may have a deeper meaning for those seeking answers about the spiritual nature of life. Interpretation becomes a matter of perspective. The implications of these new narratives go beyond mere curiosity. They can influence how Christians view Jesus and his mission. If Jesus performed miracles that have never been mentioned before, it could change the way people understand his divinity and his role in salvation history. Reevaluating what Jesus could do can bring new insight into his message and teachings. The presence of these unrevealed powers in the manuscript may also generate controversy. For many, faith is based on canonical texts that have been accepted over the centuries. The introduction of new information can be seen as a threat to tradition, leading to heated debates about what should be considered spiritual truth. This tension between tradition and discovery is a recurring theme in the history of religion, and may be intensified by the revelation of this document. The document brings to light intriguing descriptions of Jesus' interactions with angelic beings. According to reports, these beings were not mere observers. They actively participated in Jesus' mission, guiding him and offering advice. The nature of these entities is presented differently from the angels we know in the classic Gospels. They appear as intimate companions and counselors, discussing profound topics about spirituality and divine mission. These interactions are also a way of showing Jesus' connection with the divine. Angelic beings, according to the document, not only served Jesus, but also represented a bridge between the human and the heavenly. This relationship suggests a form of direct communication between man and what is most sacred, making Jesus' teaching seem even more profound and significant. Furthermore, the text reveals that these interactions had a clear purpose. The angels would be there not only to support Jesus, but also to prepare the way for his followers. They brought messages and guidance, helping Jesus shape his ministry. This aspect highlights a dimension of cooperation that is often neglected in traditional narratives. The presence of these beings also raises questions about the nature of the supernatural in Jesus' life. The document suggests that by interacting with the angels, Jesus was reaffirming his mission and role as mediator between God and humanity. This can change the way believers perceive spirituality and divine intervention in their lives. These descriptions can offer new perspectives on belief in angels within the Christian tradition. If Jesus had such a close relationship with these beings, it could inspire believers to seek a similar connection in their own lives, promoting the idea that help from the divine is always within our reach. The suppression of this knowledge by the Catholic Church raises a series of questions. Among the reasons mentioned, control over the interpretation of faith stands out. Throughout history, the Church has always sought to maintain a cohesive and unified narrative, and the revelation of new teachings could threaten this structure. The idea of a more human Jesus interacting with angelic beings could challenge the traditional image of the divine Savior. Another important aspect is the issue of indoctrination. The Church had a central role in the formation of the Christian faith, and any deviation from this norm could compromise the authority it had over the faithful. The introduction of new accounts and teachings could generate confusion and divisions within the community. Thus, the suppression of this document could be seen as a way of protecting the unity of the faith. Furthermore, the suppression could be linked to the fear of what this new information could provoke in religious practices. The possibility that the faithful would feel attracted to a more direct spirituality without the intermediation of the Church could be seen as a threat. The Church, therefore, could have acted in defense of its practices and rituals, which guaranteed its central role in religious life. Furthermore, there are those who believe that the suppression of this knowledge was a way to prevent the erosion of belief in the divinity of Jesus. The presence of angelic beings could humanize him in a way that the Church did not desire. This would put at risk the idea of Jesus as the only mediator between God and men, which could impact the foundations of Christian theology. The search for control and the need for indoctrination are not exclusive to the Catholic Church. Many religious institutions throughout history have acted to preserve their narratives and prevent new teachings from competing with their consolidated beliefs. This power dynamic is a constant in the relationships between faith and religious authority. The discovery of a new manuscript that attributes unprecedented powers and miracles to Jesus raises profound questions about Christian theology. For many theologians, this calls into question the traditional image of Jesus, which has always been seen in a specific light in the canonical Gospels. If these new accounts are found to be authentic, understanding of Jesus' divinity could expand, offering a new perspective on his mission and nature. This aspect could encourage broader dialogue between different aspects of Christianity, which often have divergent views on the figure of Jesus. Furthermore, the historical implications are significant. The understanding of Jesus' role in the history of the Church and in the formation of Christianity as a whole can be revised. This could, in turn, influence the way scholars approach the development of Christian dogma over the centuries. The new information may suggest that the image of a Jesus restricted to traditional narratives is, in many ways, a simplification of the complexity of his historical influence. If the document reveals a richer side of Jesus, it may also cause a re-examination of the events surrounding the early years of Christianity. The relationship between Jesus and his followers, as well as the Church's early interactions with the Roman Empire, could be seen in a new light. This could give rise to a new narrative about how the Christian faith was established and spread throughout the Western world. Furthermore, Christian theology could open up to new interpretations, allowing different currents of religious thought to connect to these new revelations. This theological flexibility could foster an environment of greater acceptance and interreligious dialogue, where different traditions can find points of convergence from a broader reading of the Scriptures. The implications of this document may go beyond theology, affecting the daily religious practice of believers. If new doctrines or interpretations emerge, this could impact everything from the liturgy to the way Christians understand their relationship with God. Therefore, this revelation is not only limited to academic theories, but can transform the experience of faith for millions of people. The discovery of this manuscript did not go unnoticed. The religious community reacted in an intense and diverse way. Religious leaders, theologians, and academics are in an uproar, each trying to understand the implications of what the document might mean for contemporary Christianity. Some see it as an opportunity to deepen faith and spiritual understanding, while others express skepticism and concern about possible misinterpretations. Debates over the veracity of the document are heated. Many voices are raised, questioning its authenticity and the methodology used to date it. Some critics point out that if this manuscript is truly genuine, it could mean a re-evaluation of centuries of established doctrines. The tension between tradition and new information is palpable, and many wonder to what extent the Church will be willing to reconsider or even reverse its positions. On the other hand, there are those who believe that this discovery could be an opportunity for renewal for the Church. They argue that by opening itself to new interpretations, the Church can become more relevant to current generations who seek a more inclusive and diverse spirituality. This vision of renewal is often championed by progressive groups within the Christian community who desire a more open approach to dialogue and academic research. However, controversies are not limited to the academic field. On social media and among the faithful, opinions are divided. While some celebrate the discovery as a divine gift, others see it as a threat to established faith. This climate of polarization reveals how history and theology can be battlegrounds, where truth is often subjective and influenced by personal beliefs. This situation also raises questions about the future of religious research, how to deal with documents that challenge the traditional narrative in such a forceful way. The religious community will have to find ways to integrate this new information into its doctrines and practices, or it will risk becoming further fragmented. The impact of this discovery could reverberate for many years, shaping not only theology, but also the very essence of Christian living. And so we come to the end of this intriguing journey into the secrets kept in the shadows of the Vatican. What to do with this new information? Did the Church really fear the power of hidden truths about Jesus? Imagine the impacts these unreported miracles could have on the faith of millions of people around the world. Have you ever stopped to think how many other forgotten documents could be hidden? What secrets are yet to come to light? What if, in fact, Jesus had a deeper connection with angelic beings, something that could change our understanding of spirituality? Now I leave you with a question. Do you believe that the truth about Jesus should be revealed, or is it better to remain hidden? Share your opinion in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more conspiracy theories and ancient mysteries, because the next revelation could be even more surprising. In the next videos, we'll delve into more forbidden stories and forgotten texts. What else does the past have to tell us? Stay tuned, because the answers may be closer than you think. Until next time.